Hello Canon EOS M and Magic Lantern fans, welcome back to the channel. Summer is finally here, bright, warm, and full of color. It's the perfect time to take your camera, go for a walk, and just enjoy shooting. I hope the weather's great where you are too, and that you're feeling inspired to capture the beauty of summer. So, today I want to talk about a lens that's kind of a classic in the world of budget gear. A fast portrait lens that almost every photographer or videographer has tried at some point. It's not some magical, character-filled glass, but it's reliable, sharp enough, and it just works. A real workhorse. And make sure you watch around till the end because I'm going to answer a question from the comments. Someone asked about my top 3 favorite lenses. If you're curious, you definitely don't want to miss it. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you're enjoying this, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. All right, let's jump right in. So, as you probably already figured out, this is the Canon EF 50 f1.8, often called the Nifty 50. This lens has been popular since it first came out in the 1980s, and for good reason. It delivers sharp images with a super wide f1.8 aperture at a very affordable price. That wide aperture lets in a lot of light, making it perfect for shooting in low light and creating that beautiful background blur, or bokeh, that everyone loves. Now, the version I'm using in this video is the STM model. STM stands for stepping motor, which means it focuses more quietly and smoothly, especially important when shooting video. The older versions, like the original non-STM 50 f1.8, can be a bit noisy and slower when focusing, which isn't ideal for filming. The STM version also offers improved autofocus performance and better manual focus control, making it a great choice for both photographers and videographers. Its compact size and lightweight design make it a perfect everyday lens for portraits, street photography, and, as you see here, video work. No wonder the Canon 50 f1.8, especially the STM, remains one of Canon's most popular and best-loved lenses. Even though Magic Lantern doesn't support autofocus, I still recommend choosing the STM version. It's built more solidly and is always in demand on the used market, so if you ever decide to sell it, you'll find a buyer much easier compared to the older versions of this lens. The last video on my channel about the EOS M was shot using the Helios 44-2 lens. Honestly, not much time has passed since then, but I can already say the image quality is pretty similar. If you want me to do a comparison between these two lenses, just let me know in the comments. But let's get back to today's review of the Canon EF 50 f1.8 lens. Since it has an EF mount, we can use a speed booster adapter, which not only widens the field of view, but also boosts the aperture to an impressive f1.2. And honestly, it's amazing. Just look at how those shots turn out with that creamy background blur. I really love the look. Also, I just want to say the Canon EF 50 f1.8 isn't just great for portraits, it actually works really well for macro photography or macro video too. It's a super affordable way to get into that kind of shooting, and when you add a set of macro extension tubes, you can capture some surprisingly detailed and creative shots. Definitely worth trying if you haven't already. At the end of the day, this is still first and foremost a portrait lens, and it really shines in that role. It has a beautifully pleasing bokeh, soft and smooth without being distracting, especially when shooting wide open. The background just melts away, making your subject pop and giving your shots a dreamy, professional look. Perfect for portraits or capturing those little details. And if you're planning to shoot at night or in low light, this lens is actually a solid choice, especially when paired with a speed booster. That extra light really helps you get clean, sharp images without cranking up the ISO. Now it's time to answer a comment from one of you. Someone asked me what my top 3 favorite lenses are, At first, I gave the usual answer. Well, it really depends on the type of shoot and the mood I'm going for. But then I thought, hold on, I usually list all the gear I use in my video description, so I decided to dig into that, gather all the lens data from my uploads, and ask ChatGPT to help me visualize it in a chart. And here's what we found. So here's a quick breakdown of the lenses I've used the most in my videos. At the very top is the Canon EF M 1855 kit lens. No surprise there, it's lightweight, versatile, and just works great for run and gun shooting. Coming in second is the legendary Sigma 1835 f1.8 art, an absolute favorite for its sharpness and beautiful depth of field, even though it's a bit bulky. Next up, the Canon EF S 55 2.50. Super handy for nature shots and anything that needs a longer reach. The Canon EF50 f1.8 STM also makes a strong showing. That nifty 50 really punches above its weight, especially for close-ups and creamy bokeh. Then we have the Canon EF M22 f2. A tiny powerhouse for street and travel shooting. And finally, the vintage Helios 44-2. Not the most used, but definitely the most unique in terms of image character. It's always fun seeing what gear ends up becoming part of your creative process. Let me know in the comments which lens is your go-to and why. So, I hope I was able to answer that comment and that you found it helpful. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thanks so much for watching and for sticking around. It really means a lot. Take care, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one.